The Vanishing Act, MH370's last flight. Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, a Boeing 777, took off from Kuala Lumpur at 12:41 a.m. local time on March 8, 2014. Its destination was Beijing, China, and it carried 227 passengers and 12 crew members. The flight was expected to arrive at 6:30 a.m., but it never reached its destination. Instead, it vanished from radar screens less than an hour after takeoff, leaving the world in stunned disbelief. The initial communication from the plane indicated a normal flight. Air traffic control received routine messages. Nothing seemed amiss. Then suddenly, all contact was lost. The transponder, which broadcast the plane's location, stopped transmitting. MH370 had effectively disappeared into thin air, triggering one of the largest and most complex aviation mysteries in history. The disappearance of MH370 left families and loved ones devastated. They clung to hope for any news, any sign of the plane or its passengers. The world watched in disbelief, questioning how a modern aircraft could simply vanish without a trace. The search began immediately, spanning vast stretches of ocean and involving multiple countries. The mystery surrounding MH370 captured the world's attention. Speculation ran rampant. Theories ranged from technical malfunctions to pilot suicide to even more outlandish scenarios. The lack of concrete evidence fueled the intrigue, creating a puzzle that has baffled experts and captivated the public for years. The initial search, a race against time. The initial search for MH370 focused on the South China Sea, the area where the plane last made contact. Ships and planes from multiple countries scoured the waters, hoping to find debris or any sign of the missing aircraft. As days turned into weeks, the search area expanded, covering vast stretches of the Indian Ocean. The search effort was hampered by the lack of reliable data. The plane's last known position was uncertain, making it difficult to pinpoint a specific search zone. Experts analyzed radar data, satellite communications, and ocean currents to try to determine the plane's likely trajectory. The search became a complex mathematical and logistical puzzle. Despite the challenges, search teams remained dedicated to finding answers. They employed advanced technology, including sonar and underwater drones, to scan the ocean floor. The search continued for months, but no wreckage was found. The families of the missing passengers grew increasingly frustrated with the lack of progress. The initial search for MH370 was a massive undertaking, involving international cooperation and cutting-edge technology. Yet, it yielded no definitive answers. The mystery of the missing plane deepened, leaving the world with more questions than answers. Mechanical failure. A possible explanation? One of the leading theories surrounding the disappearance of MH370 is mechanical failure. Could a catastrophic malfunction have caused the plane to crash into the ocean? Investigators explored various possibilities, including structural failure, engine problems, or a sudden decompression event. Experts examined the maintenance records of the Boeing 777, looking for any signs of pre-existing issues. They also considered the possibility of a mid-air explosion, which could have caused the plane to break apart and fall from the sky. However, no evidence of a mechanical failure has been conclusively found. The lack of debris in the initial search area raised questions about the mechanical failure theory. If the plane had broken apart in mid-air, there should have been a wider scattering of wreckage. The fact that no large pieces of debris were found initially led some experts to believe that the plane may have landed intact, possibly on water. While mechanical failure remains a possibility, the lack of concrete evidence makes it difficult to definitively conclude that this was the cause of MH370's disappearance. The mystery continues to baffle investigators, and the search for answers goes on. Pilot suicide. A controversial theory. Another theory that has gained traction is the possibility of pilot suicide. This theory suggests that one of the pilots intentionally crashed the plane. This is a highly controversial theory, and it has been met with resistance from some family members and aviation experts. Proponents of this theory point to the deliberate actions taken to disable communication systems and deviate from the flight plan. They argue that the plane's erratic flight path, as suggested by some data analysis, could indicate intentional maneuvering. However, there is no concrete evidence to support this theory, and it remains highly speculative. Critics of the pilot suicide theory argue that there is no evidence of any psychological distress or suicidal tendencies in either pilot. They point to the pilot's professional records and reputations, which suggest they were highly skilled and experienced aviators. The lack of a motive also casts doubt on this theory. The pilot's suicide theory remains a controversial and sensitive topic. While it is a possibility that cannot be entirely ruled out, there is no conclusive evidence to support it. The investigation continues to explore all possible scenarios, including this one, in an effort to uncover the truth. Section 5. Hijacking. An act of terrorism? In the aftermath of the disappearance, hijacking emerged as another possible explanation. Could MH370 have been taken over by terrorists or other malicious actors? This theory gained traction due to the deliberate disabling of communication systems and the deviation from the flight plan. Investigators explored the possibility of a terrorist attack, examining passenger manifests and intelligence reports for any potential links to extremist groups. However, no credible evidence of a hijacking has been found. No group claimed responsibility, and no demands were made. The lack of a clear motive also raises questions about the hijacking theory. If the plane was hijacked, what was the purpose? Where was it taken? These questions remain unanswered, adding to the mystery surrounding MH370's disappearance. While hijacking cannot be completely ruled out, the lack of evidence makes it difficult to support this theory. Investigators continue to explore all possibilities, but the hijacking scenario remains speculative at best. Section 6. The debris clues from the ocean. Years after the disappearance, debris began washing ashore on the coasts of Reunion Island, Mozambique, Mauritius, and other locations. These pieces of wreckage, confirmed to be from MH370, offered tangible clues and reignited hope for understanding the plane's fate. Analysis of the debris provided insights into the plane's final moments. The condition of some pieces suggested a high-speed impact with the ocean, supporting the theory of a crash. Other pieces provided clues about the plane's internal systems and the forces it experienced during its descent. The discovery of the debris confirmed that MH370 had indeed crashed into the ocean, but it did not reveal the exact location of the crash site. The debris continued to wash ashore over time, providing a grim reminder of the tragedy and the ongoing search for answers. Section 7. Aviation's response. Enhanced safety measures. The disappearance of MH370 prompted a significant review of aviation safety protocols. The International Civil Aviation Organization, or ICAO, implemented new regulations aimed at preventing similar incidents from occurring in the future. One of the key changes was the introduction of real-time tracking of aircraft. New systems were developed to provide more frequent and accurate location data, ensuring that planes could be monitored even over remote areas like the Indian Ocean. This enhanced tracking capability is designed to prevent another plane from simply vanishing without a trace. Section 8. The ongoing search. A glimmer of hope? Despite numerous search efforts, the main wreckage of MH370 remains elusive. While the discovery of debris has provided some clues, the precise location of the crash site is still unknown. The search continues, driven by a desire to provide closure to the families and to understand what truly happened. Section 9. Families and closure. A long road ahead. Section 10. Unanswered questions. The lingering mystery.